Hi, everyone. I wanted to talk a little bit today about academic integrity, including plagiarism and artificial intelligence. I'm going to post this PowerPoint as well, so I'm not going to go over every part of it, just some things that I wanted to point out. Um, so, the idea with academic integrity is when you take something that is not yours and you basically pretend like it is. That can sometimes be accidental, it could be sometimes on purpose. But the reason why it's an issue is we are then unable to see what it is that you are able to do. So that's really important. It's, I think, really also important to understand what plagiarism is. There's some aspects of plagiarism that are obvious. You find something online, you copy and paste it. Obviously, that's not okay. Everybody knows that. Having portions of the assignment or whatever being copied, not the entire thing, but part of it. That obviously is an issue. Um, Having incorrect citations, we are not super into the citations yet. That's something that's going to come up in week 5 or 6. Some of the responses that I'm having in the discussion posts, I am citing information to kind of show you what that's like. But particularly as you get into higher classes and you are doing more citations, doing more research, it's really important that you cite your sources. But we'll talk about that at another time. Um, and then even taking the idea of somebody else, even if you put it in your own words, is plagiarism. So keeping the same sentence structure as the original is not okay. So there's that. But I really want to focus on AI. AI is a fact of life. I personally use AI. I really like AI for a lot of things. The problem comes in when it becomes academic integrity, when it becomes using AI as your brain. I think that's a really big distinction, that using it as your brain is not okay. Using it as a tool is okay. Um, I really believe that it's important to talk about the ethics of AI, and not just jump in and be like, hey, it's a free for all, or hey, never okay. I think there's a happy middle ground, a way to say, okay, well, this use of AI is okay, this use of AI is not okay. Um, so, for this class, as far as assignments that you were turning in, it is okay if you write a draft yourself and then you ask for feedback. Now, the way that you would do that is you just ask for suggestions. Anything with AI is it's really important to be specific about um, the prompts that you're giving. So if you give a prompt like, give me feedback on this, it will give you feedback and then rewrite it for you. And that's where it turns into not okay. Even though the original thoughts were yours, you should be doing the revision section yourself. But sometimes you're like, I don't even know what to revise. It looks fine to me. I don't really know. So instead, going in and being like, okay, here is my uploaded assignment. Please give me feedback without rewriting it. How can I improve in a certain way? Say you are really struggling with your thesis, or you're struggling with evidence, or whatever it may be. Or even if you're just like, I don't know what I'm struggling with, putting that in there can be really helpful. Um, Oops, sorry, not that yet. Whenever you use AI, though, you do need to cite it. That is an important thing to do. So I have this on here as here. One thing that I did want to talk about, the reason I'm bringing it up right now, is um, AI can be a really good study tool. So, something that I mentioned in a discussion post is that you can use it to help create quizzes for you. So let's say you go to the week 3, and just again, it's not okay to have something written for you. So if you go to the discussion question and you just copy and paste this into ChatGPT and say, write a post for me, that is absolutely categorically not okay. There's no question whether that's okay or not. It is definitely not. But let's say you were to take the lecture. I'm going to download it in an alternate format. Then for this one, I'm just going to go to ChatGPT. I use it quite a bit. And I'm going to say, I am taking an online college course. Wow. College course. I am uploading my lecture notes. Please write a quiz for me to help me practice the material. All right, then I'm going to upload. Wrong thing. Sorry, I had to do a headshot. Downloads. I'm going to upload it. Let's see what comes up. So it's providing 15 questions. Now, let's say I'm like, oh, I don't really like the true or false or the multiple choice. So instead, and what's weird about AI is if you're polite to it, you get better responses. It's kind of strange, but I might say, thanks. Instead, can you provide practice for me? So I can work on the skills. And then it gives this like, okay, read the paragraph below, label each sentence as a topic sentence supporting detail closing. Write the sentence labels. Great. This gives you a little bit more. If there's a specific grammar issue that you're having, instead of trying to find worksheets online, you can use AI. That's totally fine. That's great. Something that I used AI for yesterday and today, I'm applying for another job in addition to this one. And I went and I did some research about the school and about the person interviewing me. And something that they really emphasized was hands on activity. And I was thinking, okay, I do some, but I need some more. What are some different things I could talk about? And so I just asked, what are some hands on activities for English 1A for college? So it gave these. Now, obviously, in that interview that I had today, I did not talk about all of these. I talked about some that I was like, ooh, I really like that idea. And I would want to use that. Like this sentence surgery. I like that idea of getting together, working with sentences and seeing how they work. That's fine. Asking is something appropriate or not is also fine. In my interview today, the person was 30 minutes late. So after 15 minutes, I was like, okay, do I email them? Do I not? What do I do? And I just asked, is it okay? Should I email them? I don't really know. And it was like, yes, you can. Here's a template. I'm like, okay, that's not really what I wanted. And then I ended up not using either of what they said, but it allowed me to have like a kind of idea. And I gave, this is what I put. It was very easy and friendly. I'm just reaching out to confirm. I hope I'm at the right place, because I was going to somewhere that I hadn't been before. So pretty much the takeaway that I want you to get from this is there are certain times where it is absolutely okay to use AI. You can use it as a study tool, as a study partner. Think of it as a tutor. What is it that you would expect a tutor to help you with? You would never expect a tutor to just write it for you. And if that is the expectation, then change your expectations. A tutor won't do that. A tutor shouldn't do that. A tutor should take you through it and be like, okay, here are some things that you can do to change it. These are things that you're doing well. These are things that you need to work on. How can I help you? That's how you should be using AI. So, not at all for discussion posts, not at all for responses to discussion posts, to assignments, but sometimes it's okay. If you have any questions or concerns about anything, please reach out. I am more than happy to help whenever.